Hi there, welcome to Apple World. So making this dough is at last fine back in India for junk talking her, and she is applauding back. I just saw some discussing, and I know what its identity is, and they truly like the word I'm searching for. They estrange me consistently. India Arie, as of late, hauled Megan online for being as sexy, and keeping in mind that Megan attempted to remain quiet, she ultimately flipped out and detonated on India. Big time Megan had a few weighty words from Miss India Arie, and you all won't really accept that what Megan said is okay, so there's a ton of show continuing right now on the grounds that Magna Steed is at long last answering to India Arie, and she is pummeling her for garbage. This show has been happening for some time now, and at first it appeared as though Megan planned to disregard India, but her new remarks clarified that she won't pause for a minute or two and allow India to pull off dissing her yet in the event that you missed it. India had some significant issues with Megan's presentation at the Pith Fest a long time back since she felt that it was unseemly. This is on the grounds that Megan had welcomed fans in front of an audience to twerk unfamiliar, did some twerking of her own now in the event that you know Megan. You'll realize that this is only how her shows are. She is an extremely erotic, twerkable individual, and she loves to communicate her thoughts as such, while she's performing since that is her thing. In a real sense alludes to her fans as the cuties, so I figure individuals ought to be aware at this point what's in store at whatever point Megan stirs things up around town. She generally makes a point to give an extraordinary show, and her fans simply love it that way, yet for reasons unknown. India previously disliked Megan's exhibition, and she took the web-based entertainment to share her contemplations, yet it wasn't just Megan that India definitely disapproved of in light of the fact that she additionally reprimanded artist Janelle Monáe. Now, Janelle has likewise been getting out and about during one of her new exhibitions where she lifted up her top in front of an audience and blazed the group time she had something pale on so dislike she totally streaked everything except it's actually got a great deal of buzz online. She was likewise in front of an audience when Megan welcomed fans in front of an audience to twerk laughter unfamiliar. She was applauding and cheering the chicks on it. And India additionally found this unsuitable. Now individuals have been discussing the way in which Janelle has totally changed her whole persona in the recent months. And there have been a few hypotheses that she's presently attempting to speak to a bigger crowd, while I know a great deal of ladies in the business feel like they need to have a specific sort of appeal to move to the next level in the business. And that would make sense of why Janelle has been changing everything around as of late. We understand what deals, however, any who Megan's exhibition became famous online, yet certain individuals felt a kind of way about it. One of such individuals was Miss India Arie, and she let it all out her considerations and sentiments about this. She left a remark under a Megan appreciation post, saying the issue is the thing is setting. Does everything have a place on a phase? No. Is all that for youngsters? No, it's beginning and end. For everyone, no. So when we as a culture make something like this standard, it shows an absence of caution and insight. I'd like to go on the record saying this won't mature well, and that is my issue. I love Janelle and Meg for the manner in which I love all of us, and I could do without this second. I couldn't care less, and I've done this for a long time. I've done this so perused and contemplated. Or, well, to be fair, Megan has never professed to be a kid accommodating craftsman since she is very exotic. I likewise comprehend India's remarks since she has an exceptionally easygoing energy, and she jumps at the chance to keep things extremely moderate in front of an audience. So I get why she would feel that Megan was doing an excess of in light of the fact that that is something that she could never do yet truly. What's more, Megan are two distinct individuals with two unique music styles and in two different age bunches, so in light of the fact that you wouldn't do it doesn't imply that others ought not be permitted to do it. They're likewise two distinct individuals in two distinct kinds of land, so India went under a ton of fire for her remarks. Since individuals felt like she was being a skeptic, she got hauled for roteness, and she chose to emerge and shield herself, yet she sorta recently exacerbated all that she got going by saying, I disdain guarding basic rationale. So I will simply say this isn't an issue of any of my sisters, period. I'm an old-fashioned, long-time confirming voice. See, for ladies, my record justifies itself with real evidence. However, like I said, on the grounds that she wouldn't follow through with something like this doesn't imply that others ought not be permitted to do it. She may be old school, yet we as a whole realize that Meg isn't outdated while India chose to proceed with, I love humankind, even on the whole it's BS. All I'm saying is setting matters banter that assuming you need Yet I got out whatever I said, and for what reason did I say it on the grounds that very much like every other person I'm qualified for my perspective. Yet in addition, I accomplished this work my entire grown-up life. Definitely this part was giving. I expressed out loud whatever I said, and individuals keep on talking about how she was appearing to be an exceptionally huge skeptic. She kept on guarding herself, saying, yet what I won't ever permit is for anybody to paint me as an individual who might involve different people for fuel in the torching of the male-controlled society. I love every one of the female specialists, since I know firsthand the way that hard it is to be one. I've delivered 8 collections and have myself played the embodiment fundamental stage multiple times. That last remark was the taken care of business for many individuals, since they felt like it was superfluous for her to raise how frequently she's performed at Quintessence Fest. It was surrendering one, and individuals were here for it. At any rate, India at last gathered together her farm with only could say my goals made a less effective plan of action. Yet I stand by them in light of the fact that my stomach tells me to quite a lot more to say. However, I don't feel like it. I'm in a major genuine second and have a lot of stuff continuing likewise, in case you missed it, safeguarding my peace in 2023. Now the explanation she raised her prosperity is that there have been many individuals discussing how she has been in the business way longer than Megan hasn't tracked down that much degree of standard achievement that winged serpent has. Yet I tracked down it. Unexpected how she was looking at safeguarding her tranquility when she's around here talking on Megan on incited. It's giving harmony, upset, unprotected harmony. Yet, like I said before, I sort of get where she's coming from. And I really do feel that she might have dealt with that better, yet she did it. And she wound up making the whole web frantic at her and had individuals calling her out for loathing unmerited. Which might have been a PR stud turned sour. Well, insiders uncovered that Megan was really pissed at India's remarks, since she truly used to seriously love India's. Her most memorable remarks about Megan and Janelle were sufficiently terrible. But she truly made Megan much more pissed when she began continuing further on and declining to drop the point. The insider uncovered that Megan felt the kind of way about the remarks, since she has been getting heaps of remarks disgracing her in the recent months. The disgracing began during her preliminary against conservative Lanas, when Tory's legal counselors attempted to disgrace her for her confidential life, uncovering her set of experiences and raising the way that she had been with numerous men. This prompted her to get vigorously disgraced on the web, and it impacted her so seriously that she said, I feel nauseated. I feel filthy. My own accomplice is humiliated. I couldn't be blissful. She was simply beginning to move past this awful preliminary and the frightful remarks. Then, at that point, here comes India raising a sexuality again. Yet this time, Megan isn't allowing herself to get harassed by one more source. She went crazy on India, calling her an envious soul lady who couldn't stand it when a more youthful craftsman moves to the next level than she is. Megan accepts that India is desirous on the grounds that she isn't getting welcome to exhibitions and that she isn't reserved and occupied. The source additionally added that Megan believes India should return to safeguarding her tranquility as opposed to talking about more youthful craftsmen. Online individuals showed support for Megan and made love remarks, making statements like neo-soul specialists like India are angry and hopeless. Janelle Monáe and Megan Thee Stallion are permitted.